I mentioned the behavior and the discipline right there because it actually is part of this. When you see, or when we see a kid whose brain has gone into a rest state or is about to go into a rest state, that is a time when we sometimes see behavior issues. Depending on how old the kid is, let's pick a younger grade like kindergarten, elementary school, you might see that boy just before he's going into a rest state whapping another kid, right? Or even talking out of turn or doing something that we would see as a behavior issue. We don't realize that what's happening is he's about to go into the rest state. His brain's doing this, and he wants to keep his brain out of it. And he wants to learn. He's actually a good guy, and he wants to learn. But he's 7 years old. He's not conscious of this. So what he does is whap somebody to create movement and to create even a fracas or an issue, to call attention to himself, anything, to keep his brain out of this rest state. Well, when we allow more movement and do all these strategies, we find fewer discipline referrals because now the guys are not doing stuff like that to try to keep out of the rest state. Another thing we see is the tapping, the tapping. And of course, guys tap more than girls do on average just because of the way our brains are set up. Well, one of the reasons that kids suddenly accelerate their tapping is because they can feel their brains going into a rest state. And so they're tapping to try to get their brain out of the rest state. If we allow them movement activities, we're going to have less of these other distractions. So you can see here's a place where theory and systems can go to immediate change, and you can from this reassessment and this change, you can then track and create your own data on where it works and where it doesn't work. And if there are areas where it doesn't work, then of course everyone talks in teams and works through that.